Okay, so I'm gonna do another random dragon design, but this time it's only really the colors that are random. Yeah. And I did the same type of oops. And I did the same types of oh my god. Anyway, I don't know why my tongue is twisted right now, but I did the same type of eye from the last few videos where I make a white ring and make it glow blue to give it this cool effect. Anyway, this is me making the shade more natural. I would have added more details if I had the space to. Yeah, it's not completely even, but it'll do. It does not have to be even. That's me trying to make it more even. You just kind of draw a black eye shape and put a white ring in it. It's not that hard. For some reason, this character turned out looking like he was crazy, which I kind of named him after. Yeah. Anyway, this is me redoing the mouth and the entire snout because the snout was a little too short, and yeah, that causes other problems. He has three. He has them. Oh yeah, and I don't know what I drew there for. I don't know what this is either. But anyway, I think I gave him 3 pairs of horns. Yep, he's got 3 sets of horns. And this is me putting like a oh oopsies. This is me. That's me putting in a sharp fin thing and another horn. Yes, for the sharp fin thing, you just kind of draw waves, and for detailing the horns a little, you put curved lines on them. I guess. That's me checking the recording because the recording can go wrong very easily. This is me doing like a design, some kind of some kind of design for the top scales. Don't really know how to explain how to do it. I'm not good at explaining things, but you kind of just put a curved line and then make a curved line that makes it cave in. I decided to try to give him some emotion, but that never worked because the scale like above the eye, it makes it look weird. And this is me trying to get its neck area right. And I decided to change that scale and it looks a lot better. And I still try to give it emotion, but I guess emotionless was just the best choice. I don't remember. I'm sure I did not film this today. I did not record this today. It was probably like on the weekend last week. But for the neck, you just draw an S shape and an S shape that is parallel to it. And I tried to make the underbelly on what I have, but that just made it too thick. And I continued the wave thing and made it stop for a little. So this is me like trying to add eye details to the eye, but it just looks extremely weird with those. So I kept them nice and clear. And this is me adding the belly scale separators. Yeah, that lines that separate the scales from the underbelly. And what am I saying? Why is my tongue? But this scale design I have shown in a video before. So you basically make a straight line, make a curve, and then if there's enough space, put a straight line back. And for the arm, you make a line, and then make a line that I don't know how to explain it, but you could see what I mean. And oh wow, I made the wing a lot bigger than I intended to, but I'm making the wing right now, and I made that part kind of weird. So I redid that part and just made normal wings. There's nothing special about these wings other than being just wings, but oh yeah, and I made a sharp angle to separate the claws. Not every claw. I'm pretty sure I just did the wing claw right there. This is... I gotta stop talking in that voice. This is me making the other wing. You just kind of copied this shape. By the time I was finished recording this, there was 1% battery left. That thing that just popped up on my screen, it's warning you that there's 10% battery left. But this is me like adding... Oh yeah, and I kind of rushed the rest of this a little bit, but it's fine. So I added the top scale pattern to the arms and the back of the wings. So that's what I did. I made the belly, which is barely visible. I made the black leg in my middle leg style. I forgot to do the scales, like what do you call them? Like, oh, the top scales. Oh yeah, and I gave him a really tall, sharp fin. It's just the fin that's really sharp. And I gave him the fin on the back of his arms, and they are on the back of his legs, but you can't see it. And I made the saw fin on his back start up again on his tail. I put the underbelly on the tail since it was so skinny, and made underbelly scale things. I checked the recording and the battery. I put the top scale pattern on there. I'm just waiting for that clip to finish. There. And then I put the middle scales pattern and the bottom scale pattern, not the underbelly. So that's fun. I quickly ran out of space, so I just put a V there for whatever. Anyway, I decided to make it bigger since it was so tiny. I didn't have to make it much bigger though. This is me starting the coloring. I rolled a random color, but I did last one I did a deep blue. I would have been happy if I didn't do the last one a deep blue. So I decided to do this deep teal-ish color for the top scales. And yes, I'm gonna stay with this color. It's just gonna get lighter and lighter. So it's gonna have a little bit of a nice bling. So this is me putting the coloring the scales needed. It's hard for me to explain things. Okay, come on. But this is me just coloring in scales with this color. if you're doing this on paper and don't have the right color, you can just use a substitute color that is close to this color, because I doubt that many people have this color. Or you could just mix paint if you're painting. But I decided to add in the scales, kind of. I just outlined them and then colored them with the exact same color they were being outlined with, but I finished the scales needed, I think. Okay, I finished the scales needed, and I moved on to the second color. This is the main scale color, which I will color the wings and the arms with. That's the color. Yeah, that's what it is. But anyway, so this is me coloring in all the scales needed with this scale color. Me waiting for this clip to finish. Okay. Now you can see there's like a nice blend here. I I made the color a lot lighter than it should be on the next one, but it makes it look electric-y, so it's fine. Blue electrically. Okay. And then, as you can see, the colors just get lighter and lighter until you fill in all the scales. Now, for the major part that it's missing, the lightest color. The color I will color the underbelly with, and the wing membranes with, and the fins on the back, and the tail fin. So I found a gap there, so I patched it, and I colored it. Yep, this is me like coloring all the parts. And when I told you this is a major part of a drawing, it is. Like, look at how much better it looks. And I grabbed this like light yellowish color, and I took the recording. For some reason, I tried to color the entire thing. Intrusive dot, I know. Then I thought I wanted to draw a sandy shore, but it's gonna take a lot of work, and the iPad didn't have much battery, so I decided to draw him on a cliff. It takes the least time and is also easy to draw. You outline the cliff in jagged lines. Yep, very hard, totally. And you put some upside down V's that are stretched out to make some details. And then I colored the whole thing the same shade of brown it was outlined in. So that's fun. So yeah, what? I decided to use black. I think I used black. I used an extremely dark brown to put all the details back in.
That
And I added some extra. And then I made like it's nighttime right now, so I put a dark blue sky. I'm not gonna accept anyone telling me that this does not make sense because it is nighttime and this thing is full brightness. Because it doesn't make sense. I know that. I would make it dimmer if I found a way to, but I have not. So stop it. Accidentally colored part of the sky blue. I put the moon there, colored it white. Accidentally made the entire sky white. I checked the recording, as always. And then for the stars, I find this thing, this what? But if you're doing this on paper, you could grab a toothbrush like an old one that you don't use anymore, and put some white paint on there and just flick it to make the stars. I use this. I use this. I make it less together to and make it really big to make the stars. And if you're not painting, you could just grab a white gel pen and color the stars in. And if you don't have a white gel pen, then just leave white spots. But this is me adding the electric blue glow. I went a little overboard on a glow there, but I put a very subtle glow first and then made it stronger. I made the brush bigger, and that really helps make the ring stand out. If it glowed white, it wouldn't have stood out that well. But this is me bluing up this thing, and then I wrote his name down. I named him TEALSTARE because of his stare and that how he's teal. Told you I was gonna name him after his eyes, after his expression. And then I made the moon glow white. But anyway, this is the end of the video. See you next time. Wait, okay. See you next time. Oopsie.